So you see this 28 to 40. So we will be doing all these questions today. And before I start, I want to know your questions, like what are the major challenges for you in this section?
It's one thing is that finding a specific information, or like overall this kind of question we need to find, like either we have to find it a specific information, or we have to find it a complete overview, like main idea.
Mm-hmm.
So it's depend on individual questions. Sometimes takes time to find it out, like helping staff to develop. I mean, this is if you talk about the option 3 in the headings, helping staff to develop. That's a very tiny information, and that tiny information we need to find it from the passage.
Okay.
And this is something for me, it takes time.
Okay. And my question is to everyone, like how much time you just keep separate for the section 3, like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. What do you think, like from these 28 to 40 questions, how much time you need to do it section sufficiently? Like what is the sufficient time you think?
20 to 30 minutes.
So it will take 20 minutes.
So for me, it's 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So 20 minutes, they are super fast reader, like who can do it in 20 minutes, because I believe there is a lot of information and you have to process all the information. It's not like all the time keywords or scanning and skimming. Sometimes you have to read the sentence, you have to match it with the question. So those who are able to do it, this section in 20 minutes, that's fine. Otherwise, those who are struggling, keep 30 minutes for this section, because you have to read a lot. You have to go to and fro, and you have to analyze, then match. If you do it very fast, like you do in first or second section, there will be chances that the answer would be wrong. So my next question is, out of these, like about 28 to 40, I think, how many questions? 18? 18 or 17?
Yes. Huh? Yes, 17, 18.
17 or 18, whatever the number. Yeah. So out of 17 to 18, how many are generally correct for every one of you in this section?
For me, it's 15.
13, 14.
13,
14, 15 around.
So you make, ultimately you make like
and then
3 to 4 mistakes.
Yeah, 3 to 4 maximum mistakes. Yeah.
Okay. And you don't want it, because if you make 4 mistakes in this and your target is 34, so you don't have much space. Right. Like if you make, definitely there will be 2 or 3 mistakes in the other sections.
Yes.
So we have to minimize our mistakes in section 3. Okay. All right. So let's do one thing. And now let's come to the strategy. What is your strategy to answer these questions? Do you read the paragraph first and then go to the headings, or you read the headings first and then you go to the paragraphs?
Paragraph first and then the heading.
Everyone reads the paragraph first and then go to the headings?
So in my case, I am reading few questions.
I take
go to the go to the paragraph.
Like what I do is, what I prefer is I read like section and matching with this list of heading options, because that's the one question I should match. And like if I read the headings and then I find it out which headings matching which section, I got confused. Like I get confused usually.
Yeah. So yeah, it is the best way in such kind of questions. You read a paragraph and try to answer it, find out the answer. What is the answer? So that one paragraph is done. And then your focus would be the next paragraph. Is everyone agree? Do you agree with me? Like, or you have any doubt about it? Like, read the paragraph, then go to the headings.
Yeah,
So are there list of headings, are they in order according to the paragraphs? Not always, is it?
No. Why will they give that? Why A will be 1? If they give like that, it means your
there
answer is
point. There
there is
no
no point
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. So no.
Just
A
take
can
a
be
look of
A,
the.
yeah. A can be 5 also, 1 also, 8 also, 10 also.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what. So we read the paragraphs first, please, in this case, and then we go to the question.
So okay. So to one more thing I want to tell you about it, that you need to see this section 3 overall. Like you need to see, okay, this is match the headings, and then you need to see what is next. Next is the true false not given. So there are 2 parts of it. True false not given. Okay. So
right,
just because don't do all the headings first, and then once you are done with the headings, and then you are going for true false not given. Don't do that. Rather have a look to the true false not given also, because sometimes they are in one paragraph or 2 paragraphs that are consecutive, because most of the times true false not given are in sequence. Wherever it would be in the sequence.
okay.
Are you getting my point? True false not given are mostly in the sequence. They'll not be like 36 is B and 37 is A and 39 is C and 38 is A. It's not like that. Most of the times your true false not given will go into the sequence. So when you come to the section 3, you know, okay, it has matched the headings, and now what is the other part of this question? Another part is true false not given. And have a look to this true false not. You're like, Paris encourages staff to offer help to all customers. Paris is sometimes worried that customers will arrive, so offer help, and worried that customers will arrive before the store is ready. Paris first became a store manager. He knew the store was going to close. So just have some information so that whenever you see that paragraph, you start answering these 36 to 40. Any confusion about what I am trying to say?
No.
So is it always it comes after matching, or it comes true false not given, or it can be anything?
It can be anything. It can be filling the blanks. It can be
Combinations
multiple choice
anything,
questions.
yeah. Combination, it can come in any combination.
It can come
right,
in any
sir?
combination. Yes.
Yeah.
It can be true, false, not given, match the headings, multiple choice questions, or filling the blanks.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not always like, but my point is, whatever it is, when you enter into the section 3, and whatever is the first part, you don't only see this 28 to 35. You see rest other portions as well. Like what are the other portions, whether they are true, false, not given, or they are filling the blanks, or the multiple choice questions. Because you have to do it. Otherwise, you'll not have time to complete it. If you do 28 to 35 and then you come 36 to 40, it will be a challenge. You have to see it as a whole. For example, if there are not true, false, not given, it is filling the blanks. So you have to have an orientation of that particular paragraph about the filling the blanks. And then whenever that paragraph comes for the answers, you try to answer this, because you are going through that paragraph. So at the same time, you are able to do 4 or 5 questions from that one paragraph or 2 paragraphs. So out of 18 questions, you are already doing 5 questions very fast. So if you do 5 questions, one thing is you'll mentally be strong, like, okay, at least out of these 18 questions, I'm able to finish 5 or 6 questions. That's one thing. And secondly, because you are going through that information, that will help you in doing 2 tasks. One is completing the true, false, not given. Other is matching the heading for that particular paragraph. Am I able to explain it simply?
Yeah.
That whenever you enter into the section 3, see all the portions of section 3 and have an orientation of all the other sections as well, other parts as well, so that if you are going through the paragraph, because there are so many paragraphs, A, B, C, from H, you can see from H, there are so many paragraphs. So if maybe this true false not given, it may start from D to E. So when you are reading D, also try to answer 36, 37, and at the same time match the heading for D here. So we'll practice it, and then we will see are we able to do that or not. Okay?
Right, sir.
Yes. All right. So everyone read the paragraph A, then read the headings, and send me the your answer in message personally, like private message here in chat, and so that everyone. After that, I'll discuss A, then I'll go to B. Is it okay?
Yeah, we can try that way. That's a.
All right.
Yeah.
So read paragraph A. You have 2 minutes.
Someone has already said, Dinesh Kumar.
Sorry.
Someone is already done.
That's okay. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Please read it and send me the answer in chat. Yeah. But don't send it in the everyone thing, Dinesh. Send it to like there is a everyone and there is just my name, like host.
Yeah, sure. Sorry about that.
Okay. No, that's fine. Please. Whenever you get your answer, please message me.
I sent it.
Yeah. Okay, so I got most of the answers. So everyone is answering 8. And make sure you don't write the number 8. You write in the Roman this. You write this. Don't make it a habit. Like whatever is the answer, write it exactly. Okay. So this is for A. Good. So everyone is clear why it is, because everything is, it's talking about recognizing the help and everything. It's very much simple.
Yeah, it's a complete contextual information, right?
Yeah. So the thing is, don't think like it will be, if it is big paragraphs, it will be like very complicated information. It sometimes may give you the direct answer. And in this case, it is very much clearly written. Staff are expected to be friendly to everyone. And if they don't look like they want help, they'll be left alone, but they are standing looking lost and perplexed. A member of the staff will approach them. Staff are expected to be friendly to everyone. As certainly Manager Brand had discussed the approach. He says it's about recognizing that someone needs help. Noticing and recognizing is the when customer need assistance. Assistance is help. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the next B and just send me the private message for the answer. All right, so you can unmute yourself if you need to unmute yourself. So my question is, Sanju, what is your answer?
Sir, I sent a sixth one.
Sixth, and like sixth one is keeping everything running as smoothly as possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got 2 answer as 6 and rest as 2. So 2 is preparing for customers to arrive and keeping everything running as smoothly as possible.
Both are very close, right? But we need to find out the exact information.
Actually, they didn't give anything like the arrival and all. They just told how it will work from overnight, how they will prepare everything for the shop. So in that manner, I selected 6 as the answer.
Okay. So there is some background noise. Can somebody who listens the background noise mute yourself? Yeah, thank you. So how anyone can be friendly and enthusiastic when they start work at dawn beats me. The store opens at 7 a.m. Monday to Saturday, meaning that some staff, including Paris, have to be here at 6 a.m. to make sure it's clean, safe, and stocked up for the morning rush. This morning rush, that in the morning, there will be a lot of people coming. Sometimes he walks in at 6 a.m. and thinks they are never going to be ready on time, but they always are. There is so much going on overnight, 20 people working on unloading 3 enormous trailers full of groceries. Where where is something written for like keeping everything running as smoothly as possible?
It's like they are starting the work friendly and enthusiastic, but in an organized manner. So I thought it would be smoothly.
Yeah, but it's an assumption, like keeping everything running as smoothly as possible. But as smoothly as possible, and if you like preparing for customers to arrive, what are why are they like coming early for morning rush?
It's because like when preparing for the
Most
customers,
of the do you see most of the things are like 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 6 a.m. Do
yes,
you
sir.
see all this? So what it
They can
says,
change the ending
yeah,
time and all.
7 a.m., 6 a.m., 6 a.m. So this is
Yeah.
preparing for customers, or it's like making, where does it match most of the information? So I know that it's very close, but still you have to make a more accurate interpretation or conclusion.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever you are confused about two options, like, I don't know, did you see this option, Sanju, or it was like just you did not,
Actually, I was confused with the two.
you were confused with this and this?
Yeah. Is second and sixth one. So I
Okay.
opted sixth.
Yeah. So always see like what are the,
Yeah,
have to
sure,
be
sir.
here at 6 a.m. to make sure it's okay. So
Thank you.
most of the things like what is done in the morning. So that's why it is preparing for customers to arrive. Okay. All right. So by now, let me again see anything. Do you think this for this Paris encourages staff to offer help to customers? Paris sometimes worried that customer will arrive before the store is ready. Do you think any these are also somehow discussed here?
Yes, I
Yes,
guess
they are
36.
related to A and B.
Okay. So I would suggest you now, because before going further, why don't we just finish this true false not given here, and then we can just, then only our concern would be the rest of the questions, because two we have already answered and we got an idea that in A and B, why don't we like answer all these questions and half of our job will be done. So tell me the answer of 36 from A, B, C. We have three.
False.
Paris encouraged staff to offer help to all customers. Just send me the answer. 36. I got one answer. I got, okay. Only one person is right, and it is Saurabh. Saurabh, would you like to tell me your answer and why that is the answer?
So yeah, in paragraph 1, they mentioned that offer help to the customers, and if they want, they can take, and if they don't want, they can refuse. So it is mentioned that uh, is encouraging is encouraging staff to offer the help.
Did you see to all customers? For help to all customers? Is he
Friendly courtesy.
encouraging? Is he encouraging you to is he encouraging staff to help all the customers? If yes, why he said that if they want help, they will be left alone. If they don't look like they want help, they'll be left alone. So don't you think it say that don't help them if they don't want it?
Yeah, so here they are talking about offering the help to everyone, and if anyone don't want, they will be left alone.
Where is everyone? Like, where did you see everyone? All customers.
They have not mentioned all customers, but they are talking. They have given that vice versa, means opposite statement. So they will be left alone. The people who don't want. So it means that offer everyone who don't want will be left alone.
Okay. All right. But then why do they say that you have to recognize? Certainly something amused. She's smiling and she leaves. Approach. He said that about recognize that someone needs help, not being a nuisance to them. Can I help you? They see he's irritated by someone saying, "Can I help you?" It means that it irritates people. Can I help you? If they say. What is the meaning of this? Like when he's in another store, he's irritated that the Paris, he's irritated when someone said, "Can I help you?" Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Saurabh.
So he is talking about another store, right? Not for this one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Mukesh, what's your explanation?
Okay, so see what writer mentioned, not like Paris, according to Paris, right? She's saying we have to look for someone who really need help, right? And then otherwise what will happen if we are going to ask everyone how can I help you, can I help you, that is going to be irritated for them. So as per here, Paris encourage, she is not like Paris is not encouraging like all customer, like not encouraging a staff to ask every customer, just observe it, and on the basis of that the staff should ask help. I mean, staff should look for like, yeah, if that customer required some help, something like, then they have to provide help.
Okay, Dinesh, what's your explanation?
It's mentioned. He said it's about recognizing the someone needs help, not being a nuisance to them. And that is a key answer of this one. When he's another store, he is irritated by someone saying, can I help you? Can I help you? And that is the clue of the answer.
Okay. Anyone would like to add anything in this? Why it is true or false? Sanju, you want to say something about it?
Sir, actually, I can't understand this question, sir. Because when I read this paragraph, I thought they have given like Paris encourages staff to offer help to all customers. But in the paragraph from last fourth line, his name starts and he is discussing about the approach with other staffs. And he's like, he says, recognize that someone needs help, being a nuisance to them. So I thought it was like a not given option, sir. They didn't mention anywhere like we have to encourage others, like encourage staff.
So according to you, is it not given?
I think so, sir.
Okay.
So false is wrong.
Sorry.
Isn't it false?
Why it is false?
Yeah, because it says he just he tells them just to identify to people who may need help, but not to all customers.
It means it is written about like whom to offer help and whom not to offer help. And it is written like, it is written, don't offer help to everyone.
No, well, not exactly like that.
Only offer help to who needs it, and not to everyone.
Not so clear, no.
Okay. So my perspective is, because he's telling, the crux of this paragraph is identify who needs help, who doesn't need, and who doesn't need, don't help them. Don't ask them, can I help you?
Right, sir.
That's my perspective. And real answer, I think the answer should be false. But we'll see the real answer after doing it. Because true, false, and not given, all the answers cannot be the answers. So Saurabh, are you still stick with your like true, or you want to change your answer?
No, I want to stick to true.
Okay, we'll see in the last, so that we can identify. And Sanju, you want to go to not given or false?
I will stick with not given.
All right. And then the 37th question. Paris is sometimes worried that customers will arrive before the store is ready for them. Do you think you have already read this B, and answer is somewhere here? So now please send me the answer of 37th, question number 37th. All right, I got most of the answers. Mukesh, what is your answer? Mukesh, can you hear me?
Oh, I was on
mute.
Oh, I was on mute. Still talking. Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
So as per the statement from 37, right? Yes, it mentioned Paris sometime thought about it, and sometimes he has a concern, right? But his concern is different from the whatever given in the passage.
So Paris is sometimes worried that customers will arrive before the store is ready for them.
Yeah, it is not like that. He thought about it, but even he is not worried about. I mean, say. So it's. I'm still confused about it. Not given false, but I would pick. He's not worried about it. He's just thinking it. Sometimes he walk. He's and think they are never going to be ready. He's not worried about. So it's not given, I think.
Okay, if I think the store will not be ready, am I not worried?
Yeah, that was my question. Still, I'm thinking on that. Like worried or something. Think about it. Yeah, I have a question. Yeah.
If I think someone will murder me, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, that's
No, again,
completely.
see, I know it's an extreme
So
statement.
it would be false. My question is like if I'll think about in that way, so my false. So I have already given that false, but I was
No,
still.
no.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
okay,
Let's
okay.
understand the concept. Yeah.
Yeah, let us see the perspective of others also.
Yeah. Okay.
You said false. Who said yeah? Who said true?
I said true.
Yeah, please, can you explain it?
So in second last line, they mentioned that the sorry. So in third line, they mentioned that he think about that they may not be ready on time, but they always are. But so he is thinking out they're not ready, but is thinking it is called worry. So yeah, sometimes it's worried.
So what? Yeah, what is the difference between this sentence and this sentence? Are they not same? Are they don't agrees?
So this is a paraphrase of that sentence.
You're right, but meaning is same. Like
Yeah.
Paris is sometimes worried that customers will arrive before the store is ready for them, and sometimes he walk at 6 a.m. and thinks they are never going to be ready on time.
Yeah.
It is about thinking. Thou, what is worry? Worry is unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary thinking. But so he comes so early and thinks that they are not going to be ready on time. And Paris sometimes worried that customers will arrive before the store is ready for them. And Saeed, you mentioned not given. What do you think? Do you think no information is given about it? Sayed.
Yes, sir. Because
Sayed
this
or Saeed?
information is not. Yeah, I think the information is not there in.
Information is, but what about this? What this I highlighted this one. It's not enough for.
He says he thinks that, but it doesn't shows that he's thinking that the customer will come before 6 o'clock. He's just thinking only.
Okay, then why he's worried? Like, why he's worried? Yeah. If customers don't come on before 6, why he should be worried?
What I'm thinking that he says he is not worried. He's just thinking that the store will not be ready. He's not thinking that the customer will come before the store is ready.
Okay. So, do you know the true, false not given? True, false not given. True is when statement agrees with the information. Yes. False is when contradicts with the information. And if there is no information on this, no information is when they don't even talk about it, like what he thinks they'll be ready or not. Definitely, this much of change will be there in the information in the in IELTS reading. Don't worry. Don't expect it completely. The information. The exam wants to see your own sense, how you interpret things, how you correlate one information with the given information. So otherwise, most of the times, all the answers will be not given if you only go with this point of view that ready for the customers or all customers. So that's my point, because I believe if the information says thinks they are never going to be ready on time, the information is given here. Anyway, we'll see is this statement true for the next one also. So I can say here true, false, and NG. let me mark. I'm writing what is my answer. I'm writing in the first so that it is marked. So what explanation I am giving to you all, but we'll see later on.
They are never going to be ready on time.
All right, so let's go to question number 38. When Paris first became a store manager, he knew the store was going to close. So by now there is no information about being. So now I want the answer of 38. Please read this paragraph and let me know. Yeah, so everyone is saying not given. So I believe they don't talk about it, whether it will be closed or not. Am I right? He knew that it was closed, but he knew the store was going to close. There's no information about it.
No, that was not identified by writer.
Yeah, so this one is not given. Basically, no information about that he knew the store was going to close. That he knew. Anyway, let's move to the question number 39. Do you think it is in the C or shall I go to D? I need to go the next?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe it's in F.
It's in F and
okay. Yeah, that's a good observation, that 4200, so don't waste your time on DE.
It's a false, like its number is false.
But you should not say the answer, Mukesh. You should only message it. I know your excitement.
But yeah, it's my bad.
All right, so everyone is saying false. Why are you saying false?
Because it's given in paragraph F, so like produce worth 4,200 is marked down for quick sale and is not dropped down or is thrown in the bin.
Only
and
400 pound
scrapped.
what is scrapped? Scrapped is what?
Yeah.
Waste?
Like wasted, yeah.
Okay.
Scrapped, thrown or wasted, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the next question. So most of you are saying okay, Mukesh, what is your answer?
My answer is it is given, but she did not surprise. I'm not able to find it out. Inviting employees interested in moving a new job, and I thought about the discussion. We had to talk about the progression, and 23 people will be better member. So it's a false. I guess it's a given, but it's a false.
So according to false, he was not surprised.
Yes.
He was not surprised with how many staff asked about. So staff asked about. So according to you, staff asked about the promotion on the talent day. Did they ask about the promotion?
Yeah, we had 23 people come through the door and wanting to talk about the progression. He becomes a supervisor. Yeah, I think information is given, but it's.
And he was surprised also.
Oh, Paris did not surprise. Where is mentioned?
Yeah, so you need to tell me, because you are saying it is false. So false means information is given, but is contradicting. You are saying Paris was not surprised to know how many staff asked about promotion on talent day.
Talent inviting this promoted, so we and discuss about it. We had 23 people through the door wanting say what they need to do, become a supervisor. I think he is keen to hear. He is keen to hear what I think about it. I think it's given. Yeah, it's given. Let's see answer.
So you will be going with false? Finally?
I'm just, yeah, I can. He keen to hear, but he keen to hear what staff think about it. And that's the reason he held it. He held a talent day. But we had a 23 people, so people talk about it. I am just trying 23 people, but remember. Yeah, it's false. Let's see what is happening. Maybe.
Dinesh, what is your answer?
My answer is false.
Okay. So according to you and Mukesh, he was not surprised.
I mean, yeah, it's not mentioned.
So not mentioned means what? False or not given?
Oh. See, it's wrong. It's not given. I mean, how can I say? That's sometimes I'm getting confused with this kind of analogy.
It means to prove it that he was not surprised. It means you know about his emotion. There are two things. Either he was surprised. He was surprised is true. He was not surprised. It means false. Do you see any information about?
Okay. Now I am thinking. It's not given that whether he's surprised or not, right?
No, I may convince you, but ultimately, my point is whenever you say it's true or false, if you say false, it means
one thing is that how many staff ask about the promotion on the talent day, that is given.
But he was surprised. What is the main like?
Yeah, that I need to identify. What is the main
component?
Main component of this question. And sometimes I'm struggling with this kind of question, and I'm not able to make my thought align as per the demand of the question. See, and that's why I'm struggling.
Yeah, there are, for example, Paris encourages staff to help all customers. These are the two main components. Okay.
Okay.
Paris is sometimes worried that customers will arrive before the store is ready for them. Okay. So he's worried that customer will come before the store is ready for them. Okay. When Paris first became a store manager, he knew this is very important. He was very aware. He was aware about it. He already knew it. On an average, this was thrown away, and every week also sometimes. So you have to find out the main component, and then you can go for the answer. Otherwise, how will you say true or false if there is no information about was he surprised or not?
So still I'm thinking, I want to understand more about this question.
Okay.
If I want to compare with 36, 37, and then I'll compare with 40, right? So that I make a false or true based on encourage and all customer, right? And sometimes worried. And here the rest information is given, but the main point is that is Paris was Paris surprised or not? And that was my pain area. Like I am not able to identify. Sometimes I'm thinking that information is given because that talent day promotion, he held everything, right? And he was curious about that. Like he keen to know about that. How many staffs are going to ask about promotion and their progression, right? And their inspiration. But if this information is given, if I'll talk about the how many staffs ask about the promotion, but this is not surprise, it not mentioned, right? Like I'm just thinking it's not mentioned, and that's why I thought like it's false. But to make a false, I should check a different angle as well. It's some emotion.
To say false, you need to say like Paris was not surprised.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was already determined or something like that. Yeah, these are people looking for the promotion and something. So he has already some numbers, but it's not given on that way. Like there is there is no information given regarding Paris surprise. But why I make a false? Like I first chose not given. And then I switched to false. And my dilemma was to like information is given, but he was not surprised, and that surprise was not given over here. So that's why I change my decision to false.
Okay, what is your final decision?
Now it's not given, probably that is for sure, but false is not there.
Okay, so my question would be to everyone, find out the key question. Like from the whole information, you need to find out the key information. Like you have to prove that he was surprised or not. If surprised, this information is not given, it is the main, like the question starts with this. Like, and every question has some key component that you need to prove. He was surprised. This one was thrown away, 4,200. This is the main information here, okay? When Paris first became store manager, he knew the store. It is already, so let's talk about this, the store going to close. So let's go to this. Paris' first stop as store manager was the store which was closed soon afterwards. So it is also closed soon afterwards. Why are you giving not given to this question?
But he wasn't knowing, no, so like he wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, so the key point is he was aware, he was surprised. So make one thing more sure. Whenever there is some emotion that you need to prove. So worried, like Paris is sometimes worried. Here it is also an emotion. He's worried. So it means that if I think something, it may not happen, it should not happen, or it may happen. So see the context of it. The context is why why he thinks that people may come before he comes. So he wants everything to be ready because he's worried that customers may come before him and he may not be ready. So this sometimes he woke at 6 a.m. and thinks they are never going to be ready. He thinks because if I say it's never going to be happen, I'll never going to be pass. Don't you think it's a worry? Okay, so the homework for you all is you have to identify the key point in the question and then try to identify whether it is given or not. Like in 38 number question, you are pinpointing that he didn't know about it. Otherwise, information is given. Store were closed soon afterwards. There is no difference between 38 and 40 on this basis. Don't you think? He was surprised and he knew.
Yeah, it's very similar. And
no problem. Let's do one thing. Maybe after this, when you will be, whatever we are discussing now, when you will be doing more practice afterwards, we'll see, is there any change in our thought pattern about answering the questions?
So you mean to say, just I want to conclude from my end for these 40 number questions, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So most of the time, like we are talking about the main subs, like the person, noun, like whoever the noun and like subject, right?
Mm-hmm.
The information is regarding subject.
Mm-hmm.
And if the main doer is thinking, is knowing, and it's related to doer information, that is a primary information, right? The doer.
See, this is the structure in this particular true false not given. It's about one person. That's why we see Paris encourages, Paris is worried, he knew, he was surprised. But every time this kind of question will not come. You already know about it, that true false not given, there is sometimes it is free or it is
yeah, it is free, just like a free, like contextual information.
Yeah,
right?
it is very much contextual. So I'm not asking you to that the question will come in that way, the subject or how he thinks, how he feels. This is not what I'm trying to teach you because it's only one type of true false not given.
So what is the probability of like, not I'm asking about not this kind of question, but the
okay, so
main
it's a good question.
The main idea we should stick to that when we are doing this exercise or
okay,
future,
let's do one thing. Let's find out if you have true false not given somewhere else as well. Yeah, okay, we have true false not given here. And let's do true false not given. Let's focus on true false not given today, so that because I can see a confusion here. Because if you don't clear out this confusion, what will happen?
Yeah,
no point of
there is no point to investing much time. We should first get a clarity of
on this
where we are, what is our problem.
Is everyone agreeing with this? That we should clear it out why we have different answers?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Read the first question, read the paragraph and tell me what is the answer. Okay, let's read it. I got the answers. I'm getting some answers in no. So please don't write yes or no to your answer because the answers are in true, false, not given. Be very careful in your exam about whether you need to write true or yes, false or no. Okay. So over the last 20 years, the number of children being driven to school in England has doubled. National data suggests that 1 in 5 cars on the road at 8:50 a.m. is engaged in the school run. Children are subject to up to 3.9 times more pollution in a car that is standing in traffic than when walking or cycling
More
to
children are injured.
school. Okay. Are they talking about injury?
No, they did not talk about the injury while walking or school, cycling to school.
They're talking about the pollution.
Yeah, pollution means injury.
No.
So
Reducing car, can I read it?
yeah.
Reducing cars around school make them safer places. This is the one justification, like, yeah, this is fact. Like, if they can reduce the car, like school make them safer places. And walking and cycling are better for health and the environment. They are they are not talking about that. More children are getting injured when they are walking or cycling to school than when traveling by car.
Kulvinder, what is your explanation?
At least
Sir, according to me, it's not given because like they didn't talk about anything about injury. They talk about the safe environment, but they didn't talk about any injury, or they didn't compare the people, much more children are injured when walking or cycling to school than when traveling by car. So in the last line they didn't compare, like they didn't compare. So according to me, it's not given. There's some information is missing.
Yes, and some important information is missing.
There is no information about injured. More children are injured.
That's why. That's what the point I was trying to make in the last.
Yes, because if you talk about the option, they have given the true, false, not given. If there is no information on this, so this is something like the first thing you have highlighted, like more children are injured. They didn't mention about it.
Okay, let's go to the question number 2. So let's do one thing. To identify what is the key information. Children who are driven to school, like children who go in the car, are more ready to learn than those who walk or cycle.
See, children who are driven to school are more ready to learn than those who walk. So it's a more information. The main information is more ready to learn. Those who are driven to school. And now comparison is there always, like who walk and cycle. True.
So, what is your answer, Mukesh?
True.
True.
I mean, what I'm saying, active travel is something I'm assuming that it's driven, like it's driven not by walking and not by.
So you think active travel is you are sitting in a car?
Travel is something we cannot buy. We cannot walk. Travel is something I have to travel on bus
That's
or
not
car.
travel by.
Or
Cannot I say travel by foot? I travel by foot.
Yeah, like I travel by foot. I walk. I've never seen that I travel by foot,
Okay.
but I
What
walk.
what is active traveling? Sitting in car or cycling?
Yeah, it's a cycling and traveling by something, doing by yourself is active travel.
Yeah. So Mukesh, you have to be very careful here because of only this information that you are saying that travel is car and active. So you have to say active travel. You cannot ignore only walking. What about cycling? The statement is it has been noted.
What do you mean by like active travel? Traveling is like
it is the
just
synonym
going by
of
self?
walking and cycling here. Yeah,
like
if you
doing by own.
Yeah, see, the last line says it has been noted by teachers that children engaging in active travel arrive at school more alert and ready to learn. So more ready to learn is already given there. So now the only thing is who is more ready to learn? Who come by car or who come by active travel or so
information is given.
Yeah.
What did I say? It's then it would be false. Like children. It's a false then. Mine is wrong. It's synonyms.
Active travel, active. When you do exercise, you are called active. And you do active travel is when you do like walking or cycling, not sitting in car is not active. Okay. Do you agree with that you are sitting in car? If you are going to office by car or by cycling, which is more active?
If I say I'm driving, right? What do you mean by?
Driving means if you have a driver, just assume that kids don't drive. Okay. So if you go to your office in your car, which has a driver, then you go by cycle or walk, which is active travel.
Bicycle, of course.
Yeah, cycling, bicycling. Is that travel? I don't know why I'm thinking much. I should think whatever the given.
Yeah, you have to think to the point. There only you had to every information was given here. Only it was like those who walk or cycle are more ready to learn, or those who go by car are more ready to learn. This was the only key point.
Catch, yeah, that was a catch.
So, yeah, you cannot miss this information. Otherwise, everything is there, but answer will be wrong.
I mean, what I say is like travel. Travel is something we have
travel
to do,
is
but
both.
it is active.
Cycling and going by car, both are travel.
Yeah, it's basically synonyms for like vocab problem over here. For
yes. Me. Yeah, vocab is also, and you need to assume. You have to see like what is active travel is both. Like both type of student travel to school. Okay, it doesn't mean that those who go by walk or cycle they don't travel to school. We cannot say that. But what is active travel?
Yeah, active travel is doing by own and like not by walking, by running, by I mean not run, by cycling, by skating, right? Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the question number 3.
Oh my God, it's very bad day.
Question number 3. Every year the council gathers information about travel to school. So
I think it's given. We collect data annually about how people get to school.
Yeah.
About our
Good.
system level, yeah.
So good. So I got the answers also. Let me see the answers. Yeah, everyone is saying true. So it is like clear. We collect data annually about how pupils get to school, and our report on the sustainable school travel strategy sets out in detail what we have. So only like every year the council gather annually means every year. I hope you know annual means every year. And travel to school, about travel to school and about how pupils get to school. So it is very straightforward. So out of 6, there will be 2 or 3 very straightforward. One will be very complex and 2 would be like in the middle. This is the difficulty level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to question number 4.
It's false. Question number 4
The
is
council
false.
is disappointed with the small reduction. Disappointed. Okay. Disappointed. Okay.
They are not disappointed. Yeah.
With the small reduction in the number of cars. Small reduction in the number of cars taking children to school.
They are actually proud.
We are saying we are proud that we have been able to reduce the number of cars.
Yeah, good. That's the point. You are now. Did you see the disappointment? This is very important here.
Yes.
And if they don't talk about whether they were disappointed or happy or sad or what, then it
will be a not given.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I have to do
every discussion. Let me tell you, every discussion will help you to understand the concepts.
Yeah, like I have never done this kind of discussion. This is really very informative. Everyone is playing their phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why everyone someone. Let me give credit to Saurabh also. Like he was whatever he was discussing in that, he was giving a genuine logics. Okay, so your logic, now the answer for that was, I'm very sure that it should be false. He was not motivating all the staff members to help. The sense of that paragraph was that don't help everyone, don't go to help everyone. But still he was giving his own logic. So everyone has a different perspective. Okay, let's go to question number 5.
Number of children in the school recently. This is true. This is true.
Which equivalent to take here? Where is the information?
Yeah, despite an increasing the pupil numbers, and the recent is given like this is last 3 years.
Good.
They reduce the number of cars, and during that.
Yeah, but at the same time the number of
same time increases. So it's something like it's happening parallelly. It's happening parallelly. Yeah.
The statement agrees with the information.
Yes.
All right. So let's go to the question number 6. Don't say the answer, okay? Just type the answer.
Yeah, it's they are not going to pay just for sure. all information. It's not given. Like I'm not saying they are not going to pay. That information is not given. Whether they are going to pay or council is providing a subsidy on that, I don't know.
Good, very good. Everyone is now on the track after some discussion. So all your answers are right. Let me find out the answers. We'll just close after this because it's already like 1 hour 20 minutes. So let's finish this. True, false, not given. I know that we had to discuss match the headings as well, but I'm very sorry for that because we had to understand true, false, not given first, so that we can understand it very well. So I got the answers for the question 1. It is not given because injury is not there. Next is false because active travel, they are more alert. Third one is true because they gather the information every year. Fourth one is false because they were not disappointed, rather they were proud. Yeah. And fifth one is true. Because the number has risen in the recent years. And sixth one is not given because don't know whether parents can get help with paying or not if they go by public transport. So my only request to you all is like practice it, and if there is any challenging, you really find any challenging question, share it in the group so that we can have discussion over there also. But you should be very clear. Whenever you see true, false, not given, you should be rather confident than worried about that I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. You should be that confident that you now let true, false, not given come. I'll definitely be right in that. But you need to do practice for that. And if you see any challenge, let me know or just discuss in the group.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, sure.
Any feedback, anything, any question, please?
So the gist of like this session was like, if you can conclude it, I'll be very happy.
No, you all should conclude it.
Okay, yeah.
Saurabh, what is your feedback? Like, what, did you learn anything, or what your concern? What do you want to share?
Yeah, it was a very informative and active session. So yeah, we always learn from this such kind of debate. Yeah. So it is worth to spend 1.5 hours in this session.
Yeah, because for next time you are more equipped with. See, this is a competition also. Those who are like practicing, those who are doing hard work, they'll succeed in IELTS first than the others. Okay. So those who are like giving their time to this kind of practice, definitely they are learning something. So Dinesh, what do you think like about this session?
It's pretty much informative. I learned everything what I'm lacking.
Okay. Yeah, still guys, like if you have any I want to make sure like this, there should not be like true, false, not given. It should not be on the mercy of, okay, we thought like that, it's wrong, what we can do. Out of 6, 5 questions should be correct. 1 is wrong. I cannot say anything. There is luck, chance, everything. But at least whenever you do next time, true, false, not given, if you are not right out of 6, you are not right 5 times, there is a challenge, it means. So, and share that challenge with me. And the only thing is today, what we found out, like there is some key information in the question, which we need to make sure whether it is given or not, to be sure about not given. Like injury was not given there. Other information was there, but there was no information about injury. That's why we are right in talking about not given. Okay. The same is the case with this question number 6.
So my main challenge is I am unable to save time from first 2 section to save for that section 2.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah. Sir,
that's the main problem in reading actually. You know, most of the times when we are doing this true false and all, because of time is lacking, you know, most of the questions at the end, like 7 to 8 questions, remain unattended. That's the problem I'm facing. I'm not sure about others.
No, let me ask you one
sir,
question. How much time you, yeah, Mukesh, you want to add something?
Yes, what I'm saying is like, if I'm just thinking, it is not mandatory. Like everyone can put their pain area. What is a problem? What is bothering everyone? Like me, for me, time is important right now.
Yeah, for me also.
Time is very critical. I'm not able to manage the time, even though I'm trying to solve each and every accuracy I'm maintaining. But again, timing is a very important, which I have. So this way, if collectively and we can, if you can talk about like rather than one head, is always better to discuss in a group, and we can find it like how we can tackle this problem, and this can be solved easily.
Within time.
Yeah, and sir is helping us everyone, right? So sir is providing on top of that. So it's very, this is my, I'm thinking, I'm not putting my thoughts directly, I'm just thinking.
I have practiced actually with time and without time. So without time, I am able to get most of the questions right because I'm spending time to analyze and understand and again go back to the paragraph. But then if it is a time constraint, I will try to finish it off fast and jump on to the next section of the part, reading part. So that is where I am facing that many of my answers will be wrong.
Okay. So, when you do like first, do you take note your time in how much time you do section 1, section 2, section 3?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And how much time you take for section 1?
Sir, it depends. When it is fill in the blanks, you know, sometimes it is very fast, like 5 to 7 minutes, I can finish it off. But then if it is true, false, not given, and sometimes multiple choice question, then it takes time. Multiple choice is taking more time, but true, false as compared to true, false.
Okay, this is going to be very interesting. Let me tell you what I'm going to do with you guys. Tomorrow, or I want to have a kind of competition where I'll give you one section and I'll say start, and everyone will just run to give the answers. Like for section 1, there are 14 questions, and they'll know the target would be for section 1, it would be 10 minutes. Are you going to accept that challenge?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes, whatever you do is your outcome. Like you have only 10 minutes and 14 questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I am going to start this competition, and then we will see. Like I'll just give you, okay, guys, this is your PDF. This is the time. Just after 10 minutes, just stop and tell me like how many you were able to attempt.
Yeah.
I did this experiment with Mukesh. Mukesh, I think you were able to manage your time a little bit better than the previous attempts.
Yes, so let me explain that one. Sir, this idea we have implemented, like sir has implemented on me. I was also thinking like every time I have to give 20 minutes or 18 minutes, but sir thought about it, no, let's try in a different way, and he given me time limit like 10 minutes and try to solve maximum as I can. Like I out of 40 question, solve, and don't think about that which one is right. If you are not if I'm thinking that that is taking time, just leave it. We can come back if you have a kind of that.
So
and
let me just summarize it. Basically, it's time management is your tuning of your brain. You know, if you are a new driver, you will take more time to reach to a destination. If you are an experienced driver, you will take less time to reach to the same destination. So it's only about once you know how to compare, how to analyze, what are the main things, how to identify the location of the answer. After that, it's just you need to train your brain to do it fast. And that's the only key to time management. There's no other key. Like you have to be tune your mind, okay, fast, like, okay, where is the information? More children, injury, okay, injury, no injury, not given. Okay, children who are driven to school, where is it? Last line. Okay, it has been noted by teacher that children engaging active travel. Okay, what is active travel? This every year council gather information. Every year we collect data annually. Just like you very quickly you find the information, and then like you just mark the answer. And let me tell you, this trick will work only in first 2 sections. For the last section, you need 30 minutes. Don't try to do it in 20 minutes. If you try to do it in 20 minutes, you'll not be able to do it. You need, because in the third section, there is a lot of information. You need enough time to go everywhere, analyze information. But in section 1 and 2, most of the times it's like keywords. You will be easily able to identify where is the location of the answer. Then you need to analyze it. But in section 3, it is a lot of information, and you need more time for that. So what I want for all you guys, I want like in maximum 25 minutes, your section 1 and 2 should be completed. And whatever is your score in that will be your score in the exam also, in those 2 sections. Because in the exam, if you take more than 25 to 30 minutes for section 1 and 2, you will not be able to attempt the questions of last section completely. Or if you, whatever you'll be doing, you'll be nervous also. No, you'll not only be nervous, there are chances that you may not be able to attempt few questions.
Yeah.
And let me give you last hint. In every section, whether it is 1, 2, or 3, there are some questions which are very easy to answer, and there are some questions which are very difficult. So if you don't have time in the last section, it may be like you were able to answer those questions very easily because those were easy, but because you didn't have time or you were nervous by that time, so your brain is not working well, and you did everything wrong. So time management is very, very important in reading, especially. So, and time management, what you can do, just do your first 2 sections in 25 minutes, because whether you are doing computer based or paper based, you need some time to click or mark your answer also. Like 5 minutes, just assume that 5 minutes are for the attempting the answers, or like clicking, identifying, or in that process when you are not identifying the answer, you are just only spending time to mark the exact answer. So sometimes you will be spending on that as well. So 25 minutes maximum for the first 2 sections. Whatever you try to improve your score in those 25 minutes only. If you are out of 28, you are making 24 right, you have to make 26 right. And try it. I'm not saying that I have done it. I got 9 in IELTS, like general reading. I got 9. And that I was able to do 5 minutes earlier. That was only like I did practice in this way, because I was doing it very, very fast. So I'll think how we can do this competition, but when you are doing your testing, just try to do your first 2 sections in 20-25 minutes, and then rest of the section in 30 minutes, and 5 minutes will be like answering your question in the answer sheet. So try this. If it doesn't work, let me know.
Sure, sir.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time, and please share your feedback in the group as usual.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah, because that motivates me, because if I don't get feedback, I feel that it was not worth. So if you give the feedback, if you spend that much of time, I feel okay, that was worth spending whatever I did. So all right. So yeah.
Sir,
Sir, can this recorded session be shared?
Sorry?
Can this recorded session be shared?
Yeah. I'll share it with you all.
Sir, is it possible to change the timing tomorrow, sir? Like a bit earlier?
Timings we'll discuss. I'll discuss it with you. because for tomorrow I don't know like about the session, everything. I have to decide it. So we will discuss it over WhatsApp, and then we'll finalize and inform everyone. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
sir.
putting your
Thank you so
effort.
much.
And
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
thank you, sir. Thanks.